The Point. 98.7 CKPM FM.
.7 The Point. That's St. Paul, the Broken Bones. Flow with it. It is 8:17. Good morning. It's Valentine's Day or Singles Awareness. You can tell it's Valentine's Day because some guys are walking around with a big heart on their chest. Those big badges. Right? Sam and Laurie Noh are here, and Laurie's looking at me like I am an idiot. And Laurie, you are just so right. How are you? This is the first time you've been here.
Yes, it is. Thank you for having me. The only woman in here, so hopefully I'll bring some A game for you guys.
I think so. And we talk about this, and I so need a co-host. So, maybe Sam, it's just, you don't cut it because, you're a male. But we'll get a female co-host eventually because it's just, you work better because that's the thing about women. You bring the best out of us guys.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
That little push that you need here and there.
It is. And it's something that you make us fight harder for what we want. and I think, Sam, you've learned this. Happy wife, happy life. You're only ever as happy as your spouse is, right?
Absolutely.
I like it.
So, Sam and Laurie Noh, you guys are married.
Yes.
When did you get married?
April 9th, so it's almost been 1 year.
And you're still smiling. I love it. The honeymoon's still on.
Actually, we've been together for almost 10 years now. We've been through a lot, ups and downs. I think that's what it takes with most couples.
Yeah, and, there's been some family matters and other things, of course, and getting the businesses going, and that's nice. You've sort of stuck together through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did you guys meet?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something I noticed. Whenever I ask Sam a question, he always responds when he's thinking, that's an interesting question. And you can see the thought process.
Well, this is going to be on air. This is live. So we're going to say the true story or what story are we going to share here?
Well, I mean, it's a true story.
Yeah. I'll take this one. So basically, her sister was working at the local gym that I was working at. And Laurie wanted a personal trainer, and I happened to be one of their superstar trainers.
For those ladies out there who are thinking, when you get back into fitness, it's that nasty breakup and hey, I want to vamp myself up. So, I mean,
I had a rebound.
No, I wouldn't say you were. I knew that was going to come up. I knew that was going to come up.
I did not know about.
No, I knew that was going to come up because a lot of people think like that. Oh, it's the no. It's just when you're feeling that really low self-esteem, that low, right? It's just a breakup and you want to get back into yourself. Well, anyways, I decided to go into fitness. My sister started working at a gym, so I wanted to support her and something that I didn't do.
Nice. And Sam, so you want to bring out the dirty past. So she's coming off the breakup. She gets a very cool fitness trainer. How many of your previous clients have you dated?
She's the only client that I've ever dated.
Really?
The only one
okay.
I've ever dated.
And so you guys, did you open up your own fitness club then, or was this before?
No, this was before.
Oh, that's right, because Eagle Ridge Fitness has only been around about 8 years. You guys met 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, and how was it? So did you come up with a lot of the ideas on this Eagle Ridge Fitness, or did Sam sort of come along and you sort of guide him in the right direction?
Let's just say I came up with all the protocols and the systems, make it all organized and smooth. But no, when I met him, that was his passion. He wanted to open up his own business eventually. So I actually was with him, from the ground up, helped him go into the garage and just supported him. And then when it came to with a commercial location, I was like, oh my gosh, let's set up these systems.
Now, generally, women worry a lot more than guys do. So you open up center number 1, and then you went to expand to center number 2. What was going through your head at that time?
Well, yes, a lot of, it was good. It's nice. It's to see the dream come alive in his dream. But yeah, it is overwhelming because then you need more staff and, there's other systems that need to be in place and that sort of thing. So it is stressful, but at the same time rewarding, just to see his dreams come true.
I can see that. So what was your background before you got into the fitness thing here with Sam, your husband?
Yeah, makeup
Really?
artist. Yeah, makeup artist. So I always wanted something to partner with makeup artistry. I was always making people feel good, like, making them with makeup, but there's more to it on the inside. So when I met Sam and he became my trainer, and I saw my own transformation because I wasn't fit at all. And I thought, wow, this is a good thing. I saw benefits, and he thought that, what, why don't you try personal training? And I was like, really? It was not something that I was interested in, but I thought it would partner with my makeup very well.
Well, I noticed since Sam has been with you, he's wearing his makeup a lot better these days.
Skincare.
And that's the thing, you call us guys out, moisturize, like, oh God, I forgot. It's I guess it just goes right along with, you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, I really wanted it not to be just this, with makeup, this fake look. I wanted, people to feel, yes, good inside and out as much as I did, because it's not just about the outside. If your inside is good as well, the outside will be better.
Well, speaking of insides being good, you guys have a pretty good diet regime, I guess.
Yeah, clean eating is what I like to say. Just clean, balanced meals is really what I like to coach and just promote for a healthy lifestyle. So it takes time, but it's not as overwhelming as a lot of people like to think it is.
Well, I'm surprised because, you try to eat clean, you try to eat healthy, and then you go into the store to buy the good stuff, and you're getting charged an arm and a leg in your firstborn for the food. So there's got to be a way, because there's no way we know, I know as coming from a bit of a country farming background, that it's not that expensive to grow good vegetables, but yet the prices at the stores are almost prohibitive for some families.
Yeah, I think we do grocery tours, so it's really nice. We get out in the community and we show people through the grocery store what to look for and what to not. And there's a lot of marketing things that people want to hear, because I think people go to the grocery store and they're just like, I want to buy this and this, and they look for the fancy things that say, hey, this is going to help you with this. This has got tons of fiber, but they're not really looking at the bigger picture, where simple is just better. So
I get excited when I walk into the store and I see avocados for $1. It's like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just really should be as simple as that. Like, I get excited about I love, honestly, ladies out there, honestly, I know we love shopping for shoes, and I totally did before, but once I got into fitness and health, my thrive is grocery shopping. Like, I love filling my fridge full of really good foods, and because it just makes me feel a lot better.
Now, do you find you can get what you need by shopping local, or do you have to make a trek out to other areas? I imagine you would some days. When strawberries come through, you're going to go out to Langley to buy some, and when the blueberries are harvested and such, but do you get most of what you need by shopping local?
Yeah, I try to stay within my town, but I do venture to different areas like butchers and stuff like that. Like, I do go out there.
Mm-hmm. And Sam, you've been abnormally quiet throughout this whole process here. I've
been listening.
See, good husband. Good.
It's always, it's one way or the other. Tell them it's about balancing back and forth. And not one taking over the whole talking process. It's okay, you can cut in.
Okay, all right. I have permission now. Yes.
That's funny. I guess that's the thing, though, because you guys are lucky. You've been together 10 years now. And I asked Sam this. I said, you got kids on the way yet? And your response is...
We're practicing.
Practicing.
Well, busy... Busy.
We're busy, yes.
Well,
let's just say.
This is going to be another thing. So when you do this will be another, I guess, little cog in the wheel, because then you're going to have, okay, ladies, how do you bounce back after a pregnancy? Because some ladies get horrified at the thought. I'll
be honest, I am petrified of getting pregnant, the whole process. I have a twin sister. And she got a healthy baby, and the process for her was really well. But I don't know, in the back of my mind, I'm just I'm petrified.
I think that's normal, because before I became a dad, the wife is going through all the thoughts, and the guys are going through their own, and it's like. We process these things different, but you're still hoping in the back of your head, I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's okay. So you do stress a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think I've done what I can up to this point, turning my life around for fitness and health and eating as much as possible. But at the end of the day, sometimes there are a lot of things out of your control, which is really hard. Okay, now I got to go back to you're a twin. Do you identical twins? No, we are fraternal, but if she was here, most people think we are identical. So have you ever pulled the joke on Sam? Well, no, the thing is, you can't do that because they used to work together. So he knows exactly what my sister looks like.
And what does she do? Is she still working at a gym?
No, she is a pharmacy tech. She lives in the hospital, or works in the hospital pharmacy tech in Edmonton.
Edmonton. Oh, God, Edmonton, the armpit of Canada.
I know. She moved there a few years ago.
She lost a bet and had to move to Edmonton.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so she's there right now, and I'm hoping that she's going to be able to move back.
So being a twin, you've always had that connection growing up. Did it ever, are there times that you guys have that, you think you're thinking the exact same thing and you go to pick up the phone and you're phoning each other at the same time? Or does that ever happen, or is that just in movies?
I think, for us, I know other twins that have that. For us, I think we have the same emotional days, and maybe that's something similar to what you're talking about. But if I'm feeling down, I call her. Yeah, she's down at the same time, so I don't know.
And if you're feeling down, Sam's feeling down.
Yeah.
Happy.
And if you're happy, Sam's happy.
Happy life. You bet.
So now this is a thing. So you guys work together. So before we get you out of here, how hard is it being a couple and being business partners too? Because you're almost with each other 24/7.
Yeah, obviously there's some challenges with that. She was my first employee, by the way, right? So, we got into a lot of debates. Like, she taught me that in Canada, you got to pay CPP-EI and vacation pay and average day stat pay, which I didn't know about. So, that was our first debate that we had. And she's
Hence why I come in for the
protocol. So, it's like, hey, you're not in Korea. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right.
He talks like he's from there. He really isn't.
I was born here, but yeah, anyways. There are challenges, but the key thing is, I think, compartmentalizing work and your home life. And it's easier said than done, obviously, but once you're done work, it's like, okay, we're at home now. No emails on our phone, we're not checking them. So it is a challenge at times, but I think the
biggest thing is when I decided to get my own office.
That's good, because you need your private time.
Yeah.
You do.
So what happened was I rented out a whole big office for her, not for me, right? So that she can get her work stuff done there, so she's not bringing work home with her.
And how tough is that? Like, I know Sam has talked about this. Like, he shuts his work stuff off when he's at home. Do you do that too? It's harder for you, isn't it?
Yes. I'll say at the beginning, absolutely not, because you're just like, oh my gosh, like what's happening, and you want to, help out and answer all these things. But I think at, 2 locations, you have employees now, you have to trust the staff that you have, that things are going to get taken care of. So I have been lately, been able, it's a process, lately been able to just shut that off. And,
I find it easier because I was talking about this over the weekend, did a lot of events with the kid, and I really didn't care if my phone was with me. It takes a while, and it's taken a long time to wean myself away from the phone, which now I look at it more of a hassle than anything else.
Yeah, when you got 5 different email addresses and you have Facebook and Instagram, I'm just like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, and you're expected to be connected. Now, Sam has always seemed, since I've known him, he seems like he is a project manager instead of a people manager. Did you bring that out of him, or was that Sam?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess what I've learned over time is, with her, instead of managing the employee, you look at the outcomes, right? The goals of the position. What do we have to achieve here, right? Mm-hmm. So, over time, I was thrown into this as well. I've never been a manager, never had employees, but I've also learned that, there's different ways to communicate with staff and hold them accountable. So.
And that's the thing, too, because no one person is the same as the other person, so you have to coddle one more than another sometimes.
Yeah.
And you feel like just smacking them up back the head and say, just get it done instead of wasting my time. And that can be tough. And
I've had to read a lot of books, a lot of health books, leadership books, management books, just to really help.
And, you can read all those books, but you learn from experience, mm-hmm. and it's taken a lot of years to learn that you just lead by example. You go out and you don't ask them to do anything you wouldn't do, and you try to, it's do as I say and I do, not just as I say. Now, do you keep him in track, or do you guys sort of keep each other on track here?
It goes both ways. If I really had to sum up Sam and I's relationship, it would be that whatever I'm weak at, he's strong at, and whatever he's weak at, I'm strong at. So I feel like we really balance each other out.
And that's probably why you have a successful marriage and a successful home life, too.
I I guess, yeah, I hope so.
The nervous laughter. See, I love putting you on the spot like that. Now, everybody knows what's going on here.
I mean, we have our ups and downs, obviously.
Oh, of course.
You know?
How could you not? Because you know, if you're in a marriage or a relationship when it's always hi dear, and you know everything's the same all the time, something's going to break eventually, and you just can't keep going the same. So you got to have ups and downs. It just makes you appreciate each other more.
Yeah, and what I've discovered over time is also learning their love language. Like the book 5 Languages of Love by Gary Chapman is an excellent book. You know, there's acts of receiving gifts. Some people receive love that way, or physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, or quality time. So everybody has a love language that resonates with them. So it's important to recognize that, what your partner's love language is.
I really like the words of affirmation. That's for me.
And it's so easy. I mean, it could be you look great today, and you don't you don't always have to be, you come from makeup. How hard is that? Because it doesn't look like you wear a lot of makeup, and yet you come from a makeup background. So, it's you look good without your makeup. You look good with your messy hair, things like that, right? I'm not saying you. No.
Those of you that don't see us, my hair is up in a big bun right now. With
so
my
is
hair
mine.
All over the
Sam and Laurie Noh, Eagle Ridge Fitness. How do you get a hold of Eagle Ridge Fitness?
If you go to our website at eagleridgefitness.net, you can also download our recipe cookbook for free.
And what's your favorite recipe in the cookbook? What's your favorite one making, Sam?
My favorite one, I really like. My morning breakfast is really simple. Oatmeal. I have some almonds, a few almonds, as well as I like to have egg whites on the side. So.
What's yours?
Well, my breakfast actually is becoming quite famous with our clients. I have it as the pancake, but because it's not a cake, people put the no. It's a no, N-O-H pancake. And it's basically just egg whites. I have oatmeal, and I have a little bit of NutriCleanse and coconut oil, and I put it in the pan, and it becomes like a nice little flat little pancake.
And you see, coconut oil is rearing its head again. Discussion yesterday with, I was out with my son and a lady friend and her kid. We were all out together, and she's reading this book on coconut oil and coconut and how coconut can be used for this and that and that. And coconut spiced rum, that's all I want.
It's just it's just a flavor. I mean, I only use coconut oil in the morning, and that's it, just for the breakfast, just for my flavor. But it's important to have a variety of different fats.
Yeah.
But coconut oil does have a lot of saturated fat.
Now I got to go back to coconut oil. Sam and Laurie Noh, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And I got a special treat from you. You guys can sort of do your walk-off dance, because I think this song here was the one you played at your wedding for your first dance. Some Ed Sheeran.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?